Welcome to our second full moon sound bath of August. This is the super blue moon on August the 30th, 2023. So if you're watching the replay, thank you. This is, hopefully going to stay up for a little while. And if you're watching this, well, I guess everybody's watching the replay because it's recorded. But if you're watching this not for the blue moon, welcome back. If you're watching this for the blue moon, I hope that we can get some clarity on what we're going to be doing. Yeah, let's get started. I am shuffling one of my favorite decks. This is the Inquire Within deck. It is not a tarot deck, and it's kind of an oracle deck of sorts. But yeah, the first thing I want to know is what we're going to be focusing on for today's sound bath. So let's start with anything you want to find, it's out there somewhere. Anything you want to find, it's out there somewhere. Be gentle with yourself and finding balance. Okay. So, I'm actually going to turn these to face me because I don't think that you can see them where I have them. But just so I have them as a reference, I'm going to leave them there. Anything you want is out there somewhere. Anything you want to find is out there somewhere. Be gentle with yourself and finding balance. This feels like they really play into each other well for me. So, in the context of the full moon healing session today, there is an understanding that I feel like I've passed on in the past, but in case you happen to be new, if you can conceive of it, it exists somewhere. It could be in a parallel reality, it could be, in another dimension, place, or time, but it exists somewhere because our universe is infinite. So the fact that you can imagine it means it exists somewhere. I feel like that's something that you can really take comfort in if you're dreaming big, or if you are coming up with something new, or if there's something that you find that you need. And a lot of times when we are looking for resources, whether that be money, time, space, etc., the thing that you're looking for is out there. And this brings me a memory of a time in my life when I had suddenly lost my child care, and I was kind of spiraling because it was sudden and unexpected, and I didn't have that much time to line something else up, and I was kind of freaking out because I had a full-time job at the time. I needed childcare. So I called my dad, and he helped me to kind of take a step back, and he said, the childcare is out there, you just haven't found it yet. And that really helped kind of keep me from spiraling even further, because he was right. Like, it exists out there somewhere, you just haven't found it yet. So if you're looking for something right now, it exists. It's out there somewhere. You just haven't found it yet. And what that means is it's not the right time yet. It's probably coming close to that time. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in your field. In your energetic field, there's this idea around you, or this thing that you're looking for, and so it's in your field. So it's coming closer to you right now, and it's on its way to you. And so you haven't found it yet. So make sure you're looking. That's one of the things that I know I can get stuck kind of just going into like hermit mode. Especially if it's something that I'm not feeling inspired about, or just in general not positive about whatever it is I'm looking for. But if you're out there looking, and what I mean by that is talking to people about the thing that you're looking for. If you are quiet about the thing you're looking for, you're blocking that energy off at the throat chakra. Okay? So the idea is coming in and you can visualize it what it is, but when you stop talking about it, you're not allowing it to come to you through the means of other people. Because that's how a lot of our manifestations come about, is through someone else, right? So that's networking with people, talking to your friends, talking to your family, making posts about it on social media. And I know sometimes that can feel really scary, but I think it feels scary because it's big and new and different. And if I say it out loud, I have to own it. Okay? So this is where we're going to go into the next part, which is be gentle with yourself. All right? So you're going to go out there, but you need to allow that space and be gentle with yourself while you're doing this. This means that you don't have to hustle for it. You don't have to go out there and hit the pavement and think, okay, well, I need to do, I need to hustle. It's not that energy. It is being gentle with yourself, and in that, finding balance. So a lot of people, at least in my circle, are finding balance, and maybe it's just me, and so I'm attracting that energy to me. So for a long time I was in this very masculine hustle energy, and if you know me from that time, maybe you've seen the shift. I went into a very feminine, I feel like I was in a much more feminine place, particularly during my pregnancy and this last year, where I was more in this mothering, nurturing role, which is more feminine energy. And now I'm finding myself back out, stepping out to more of a public space, which is, if you have been around, maybe you've noticed the change in me. But I'm trying to find a balance between being this feminine mother, divine feminine energy, but also having the, I don't want to call it hustle, but the drive of a masculine energy. And we all have both of those in us. And in certain times of our life, we're going to see one kind of overwhelm the other, depending on the situation that we're in, the people that are in our lives, the needs are going to come out. So if we really need to drop in to the mother role, then we're going to do that because we need to. And if we need to drop in to the hustle life because that's where we are in our journey, then that's what we're going to do. And I am in the finding balance part of the journey. So in which space am I holding space? Which for me, again, is going to be a more masculine construct because it is holding the space. Where for me, the feminine energy is the, I want to say chaotic, creative energy that exists within that space. Okay, and you can be both for yourself. So know that what you're looking for is out there, and that it's okay. You can be gentle with yourself through this process of discovery and work on finding the balance. So if you've been really leaning one way, pull it back. Try to find a place where you are a little closer to center if you feel like you've been on one end of the spectrum. And allow it to find you. There is a place, like I said, if you're not talking about what you're doing, if you're blocking yourself from really feeling the emotions of what it is that you're doing, if you're having trouble with empowerment and your sense of self-worth, if you're feeling stagnant in your creativity and you're feeling really like there's a lack of abundance and a lack of stuff, whatever it is, creativity, money, love in your life, or if you just don't feel safe in your body, all of those things are out of alignment with who you really are. And when you can focus on being in alignment with who you really are, then the things that you are bringing into existence will come. All right? I don't remember, I probably have talked about what I consider to be the path of manifestation through the chakras in the circle. I probably have, but I'm going to talk about it again because it feels relevant to today. So I like to start at the crown chakra because this is where I feel all of the ideas and inspiration come from. The downloads come from above in through our seventh chakra at our crown, okay? And then when it comes down in through the crown, it's going to sit and marinate in our mind. Okay, that's our third eye chakra, and that might be you visualizing what it is, imagining what it is. So you've got an idea. Now this is where your mind's going to kind of take hold of it and go into the creative process that exists in the mind. And then you're going to go into the verbalizing of it, the speaking of the thing that is the inspiration that you've been rolling around in your head. Okay, you're going to talk about it. That's the next step. If you are sharing it with other people, you're getting feedback. You might go into this loop where this feedback to this, and you're rethinking it. So you're talking. This is all a process, right? And as this happens, and as you speak about it, you're going to feel it in your heart chakra. You're going to feel it in your chest. You're going to feel if it feels right or not. Does this feel exciting to you? Does this feel dreadful? This is going to be a little bit of your compass when it comes to, are you on the right path, or is this in alignment with your higher self? If it feels good in the heart chakra, that is a good sign, green flag. If it feels bad, that's a red flag. That means pull it back up, maybe talk it out with somebody, think about it a little more, realign, until it feels good, right? And so as we move down into the solar plexus, this is the space where we start to feel confident about what we're doing. We're starting to feel a sense of personal power in what we're doing. And this is where we start to kind of build the foundation of moving into the physical. Okay, so everything above is very spiritual and ethereal, if that's the right word. The heart chakra is the balance between the two. So once we're feeling good in the heart chakra, we start moving into the physical chakras. And the stomach, you might feel butterflies in your stomach whenever you're feeling really excited about it. You are getting even more confident to talk about it, right? And we're sharing even more. And then the sacral is this space of abundant creativity. So when you are in your mind, you are creating things in that mind space, right? But when you're down here in your solar plexus and your sacral, you're creating this in a much more physical way. So that's going to be the creativity in the action steps that you're taking, right? So taking the feel good and moving it into action space. So what does that look like? That looks like now that you've talked about it, you're going to actually start scheduling the thing. You're going to buy the tickets. You're going to spend the money. You're going to start doing. It's a much more action-oriented sense of creativity. This is the gestation. This is our, you're doing the more physical, creative part. Building, the literal building of the dream. And then in the root chakra, this is where you birth it through your root into reality. This is the part where you are doing the thing. You're walking into it. I'm trying to think of a way to express that, and if it doesn't make sense already. Hopefully you're following. Hopefully that resonates. And if you feel in your body a place where there's resistance, let's feel into that for this session. I'm going to go and I'm going to play, and you're going to relax. The space, if you can make some space for yourself to lie down, sit down. I'm feeling a little like this might be a little shorter. We'll see. I'm going to follow what Spirit kind of guides me to do, but get into that meditative space physically. If you need to pause this and go get a drink of water or light a candle or put on some oils, I'm going to put another incense stick out over here and get myself a drink. So I'll be right back. I've been talking a lot. Okay. So, breathe in and out. First one, I just want you to start Settling in. Adjust your clothes. If something's too tight, maybe take it off. Maybe if you have your hair up, maybe take it down. Get your hair so that your scalp doesn't feel like you're being pulled in through the nose, out through the mouth. You're going to settle even more into the place that you're sitting or laying. Okay. We're going to start at the head, up at the crown, as I mentioned. I want you to keep breathing. Conscious breaths for now. With every inhale in, you're going to call your energy back into your body. With each exhale, you're going to relax, and you're going to become more present. If you feel your mind begin to wander, that's okay. Just come back and breathe in. Call yourself back from where you were mentally, down into your belly or your chest. Feel the rise and fall of your breath. Relax your face. Relax your shoulders. Relax your hands. Do a quick scan from head to toe, and I want you to find any spot that might feel clenched, tense. Maybe it's in your jaw. Relax your jaw. Maybe open your mouth and let your mouth relax open. Remember, anything that you want to find is already out there somewhere. You just haven't found it yet in the physical, and that's okay. So call to mind your most recent inspiration, the project that you're working on, the thing that you've been doing or working towards. I want you to work on keeping your body relaxed while you are allowing that thing to kind of flash through your mind. Higher self has anything to pass on to you, any ideas, thoughts, words, inspiration, words of wisdom, advice, comfort, I invite you to be open to that now. What does your higher self need you to know in this moment right now? Received a word or a phrase, I want you to say that word or phrase in your mind 5 times. want you to notice where you feel in your body a sensation as those words repeat in your mind, or whether it's an image, whatever it is that you've received. And as you replay it or repeat it in your mind, where do you feel that in your body? You may feel it in more than one place. You may notice an area in your body tighten also, or relax. Whatever sensation is, I want you to feel it. I want you to relax into it. So if you feel its sensation, you might be able to name it. Take a deep breath. Fill up your lungs with air. And then exhale. Sigh out. We're going to relax into the sensation that is in your body. What does it look like for everything to work out for you? If we make that assumption that it's all going to work out for you because it's already out there and you're finding it, it's unfolding, what does it look like for it all to work out for you? that resistance up and out. And exhale. Release it. Or release a little bit. Breathe in. For me, it feels like it's coming from your solar plexus. The feelings of lack of confidence that this is going to work. Feelings of self-doubt, feelings of imposter syndrome. Breathe in. Breathe it in up through the belly. Up to your throat. Exhale it out through the mouth, long sigh. I can feel the releasing. One more time, breathing in from the belly. Drawing it up into the chest. End of the throat, open the mouth. Exhale all the way out. Great. That may cause some feelings of nausea. You may burp, you may yawn, you may sneeze. Those are all physical sensations that follow an energetic release. Brighten this chakra, clear it up, so that you feel able to speak freely, without fear, about your inspiration. So again, if you feel like yawning, yawn. If you're burping, awesome. If you feel like you need to take a really deep breath, sigh, or even if you feel like toning or chanting. bunch of releasing. This is great. I feel. And I want you to challenge yourself to choose a word that is more descriptive. So if you said, I feel scared, or I feel angry, or I feel sad, I challenge you to go deeper than that. Pick a different word. Try to be as creative as you can with your word. On the other side, if I feel happy, I feel excited, pick a different word. Something that goes deeper than just your basic, like, 5 emotions. You don't feel tired, you feel exhausted. Or I don't feel exhausted, I feel depleted. Okay. I'm gonna open the heart chakra up a little bit wider now. Take a big inhale for me. And relax. Beautiful. Now we're going to practice with the solar plexus, saying some things that people might call affirmations as a practice for using your voice, using your throat chakra as we open it farther. This is where we're going to build some confidence to speak our inspiration, okay? You just talked about your feelings, okay? I feel. you can continue repeating the affirmation to yourself, or continue communing with your higher self, or just riding the wave of the sounds. anything you want to find, it's out there somewhere. Be gentle with yourself. Finding balance. I hope this has been beneficial to you. I hope there have been moments of inspiration or clarity, peace, and I will see you guys at the next full moon.